Okay, first off, I'm going to say this. I know we really hate montages and all that, but please, no more montages. I'm sorry, guys, that was really rude. But, basically, the majority of this book right now is, either Muzan obsessing over you and training montage. So, you gotta pick one, but I just gotta warn you guys because there's gonna be a lot of training montages and a lot of you kicking butt. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. The first instance of fighting Daki, Yin was, how do I put this? Immediately killed. This was the same for the second incident, and the third incident, and the fourth incident, and so forth. It was until the 10th time, where she faced Daki, that she was able to swiftly move aside to avoid being attacked by her obi belt. However, she was then killed again for relevating in her victory for a second too long. But it was process, and Muzan noticed this. "Stop," he uttered after Yin regenerated yet again. Daki immediately halted her attack. "Come here." Letting out a breath, Yin found that even though her body was restored, her energy was not, and finding the will to listen to another one of Muzan's lectures or strategies about becoming a better demon was not what she wanted at the moment. Yet, she forced herself to stand. She had to. He wouldn't let her rest otherwise. "Human, I see that you're finally starting to grasp how to dodge attacks, though your reflex speed is thoroughly lacking," Muzan pointed out whilst walking in a circle around her, observing her with those red eyes of his filled with that look to be satisfied from how she was improving more steadily than he possibly would have thought. She was against an upper moon as a human, and matter of fact, no training at all. It wasn't natural for her to be able to dodge a demon's attacks, yet here she is. "If you want any hope to go against Kitaru, you need to land a hit on Daki," he informed her, resting his hands behind his back and stopping just in front of her. "It doesn't matter how or where, but keep focusing on honing that reflex speed to the point of perfection. If it's something less than perfect, then it's useless. Don't disappoint me." Yin's brow twitched. Damn. Scratching the back of her hand, she walked away with irritation wrinkled in her brow, once more stepping in front of Daki before lowering into a crouch, a bit irritated about how Muzan constantly ordered her to be nothing less than perfect. Why does he expect perfection after day 1? I'm against an upper moon, for crying out loud. Daki, to be precise, with her killer obi belt that has a weird mouth, a worm-like thing. Even Inosuke said so. "Are you ready to give up already?" Daki taunted, her voice sharp and honey that pierced Yin's ears like a drill. "I hate ugly and weak creatures like yourself. Why Muzan-sama even gives you his time is beyond me. I won't question it. If he wants me to keep killing you, I'll happily obey." With a sugary laugh that was quite opposite from her intentions, her hand flew out just as the obi strands from her back, attacking Yin with a furious rush. Shit! She felt a band of sweat glide down her back as she jumped to avoid the thrashing cloth. "I'm so fucking tired. Why didn't Muzan at least give me something to defend myself? A sword at least. I don't care if it was a wood or not." Using the corner of one of the walls, Yin kicked herself into the air. A strand of obi crashed onto it. twisting her body to avoid another piece that flew after her. Somehow landing gracefully back onto the ground, she then started running towards Taki. Unfortunately, no sooner than she tried to get close, all the obi came to attack her. While she was able to dodge most of the attacks, right then her body couldn't keep up and, eventually faltered. Muzan exclaimed to himself in clear and obvious disappointment when Yin choked. She gasped at the gaping hole in her chest. Crashing to the floor, she died yet again. She is weak, Muzan-sama. Taki laughed haltedly, watching as Muzan then knelt by Yin's fallen form. No, it's not that she's weak. She's human. He hummed. It's impossible for a human with no training nor weapon to ever hope of successfully hindering a demon. However, she has shown succession in ways that you cannot imagine. Gitaru, having been witnessing the entire fight with proceedings, glanced up with interest. Whilst his sister could only see something ugly and unworthy, he understood Muzan in his aspiration to some extent. To hone one's reflexes was one step in many to accomplish one's durability. And if the progressor was true to his word and had Yin fight against every upper moon, it was training essential to sharpen her into a deadly weapon. A deadly weapon that would truly be immortal, even before Muzan himself. Now, Muzan looked at Yin in irritation, finding that even after she had been killed so many times, the regeneration process still took well over 5 hours, time that he needed for her to grow stronger in both strength and speed. It's unfortunate that I cannot process that raw power of hers that is so tempting, but I will make her mine. Mine to utilize and destroy and kill. Mine to then send out to destroy and kill and hunt for the blue spider lily. Then I'll truly be like her, but better, more perfect. Standing up, Muzan's gaze still pinned to Yin and the ruby red blood that leaked from her wound. He then flicked his eyes down to his hands. Her blood stained his pale skin red, his hunger flaring up at how intoxicating it smelled. A wonder among humans. Just where did this odd one come from? It's almost like she's even from another world. Nakime, he uttered coldly, gaining her attention very quickly, even when he walked out of the room. Inform me when she wakes up. Yes, Muzan-sama. She bowed her head, even though he could not see her, in respect. Taki stared at the door where Muzan had left for quite some time, before turning to Gitaru, sitting down beside him to wait for Yin to wake up. It was obvious she was not pleased by the frown that protruded her lips, her eyes narrowing the longer she kept gazing on Yin's body. It's time for a Toagawa era secret. Muzan hopes that Yin's overall ability will increase and therefore aid her in becoming an upper moon. Muzan considers turning Yin to a demon right then and then, but he doesn't want to risk it. Gitaru is starting to grow more accommodated to Yin. Well, Taki is not. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy, and as you noticed, Muzan is getting a little bit more, Anyways, I love you all so much. Bye! Mwah!